Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bold. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone, powering his way forward. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Rodgers now on 1st down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's got this down to the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Jets take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill shedding the tackle. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Tua. complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A give left side. Here's H.A. down inside the 40. The Dolphins sit 9-4 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
A-Chain on first and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 7.
26.
Now Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, New York.
Here's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, New York.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him, then just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Jets have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Hall again.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Number 50, hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tua now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now Rodgers, he's got the hook up here with Cook.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26.
They'll give to Hall.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Now 2nd and 5.
Excellent. Jump out. 630.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Mecole Hardman.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dolphins 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah,
and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So 8 yards on the completion there. And 3rd down and 6 to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Hall want to give up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Xavier Howard, pushing his way through. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he's going to get this done inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. A-Chain is not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a yard down to the 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
At the 3-yard line.
A-Chain once more. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon A-Chain, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will shrink to 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun, rolling to his right. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 11.
Looking to pass. Tua. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seeking that and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Paul again.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall.
Now the ball comes loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2.
In motion, Hill.
21G, 20 TX.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That one too wide and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
That is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, 69 yards.
And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
Followed a gain of 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
26.
A give running right is Hall.
And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Back north. Dally. Don't left. Dally. Screen agent.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 173 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
All right, come on.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Tua.
Flush to his right.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Here's Tua.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Now Tua.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Zerline's kick is up and through.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. 2 to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball